This is our first ever LEGO Spider-Verse set, and it's called Miles Morales versus the Spot. It released January 1st and contains 375 pieces. Here in the UK, it retails for £44.99, and in America, it retails for $49.99. We get two bills, one being a bodega as well as a police car. Then we get four minifigures of Miles, Gwen, the Spot, as well as Miles' dad. Our first minifigure is Miles Morales, the first one based on the Spider-Verse films, of course. And it's great to get an updated print for Miles as he's been using the same one for years. He has a great new face and torso print. There's some nice detailing on the mask with the blue spots, as well as a nice torso and back print. Now, unfortunately, no leg printing or arm printing, but I still think it's a really nice minifigure, and it does also come with a second head, which I think really adds to the minifigure, as it's a nice alternative. The face print looks amazing, and I love the hair. So overall, a really nice minifigure, and probably one of my favorite Mileses, and it's great to get him based on the Spider-Verse. Our next minifigure is Spider-Gwen, or Ghost Spider. She has a nice new face and torso print, although very simple with not too much detail, but still some decent prints and some decent back printing. And she also comes with a second face. Unfortunately, she has a reused face print. I don't think it works all that well for the Spider-Verse version of it, but it's still a nice inclusion. And next up, we get a brand new minifigure, Miles' dad, who has a great new face print, and I love the torso print. And he also has some nice back printing. And although not a super amazing character, it's still nice to get a new one in Lego form. But it would have been nice to get some more detailing, especially on the hat. Maybe like a badge on the front there. And finally, the best minifigure is Spot, who we're getting for the first time. I think if it wasn't for these Spider-Verse films, you'd never see him. So he's great to get. He has an amazing new face, torso, and leg printing. I love the different spots on him. Unfortunately, no arm or side of leg printing, but the printing as it is still really good, and it's great to get a new character, especially as he was really great in the film. So a really great selection of characters with some nice new prints. Although it would be nice to see Miles and Gwen get some leg printing, but it's still really exciting to get some Spider-Verse versions of these characters, and the Spot is amazing. So now let's take a closer look at this set, starting off with the side build of the police car. So it's an extremely simple build, but I do think it looks pretty good. It's got a nice PDNY stick, which I assume stands for Police Department New York. Has a decent but simple back build, and I do love the grille at the front here. Although unfortunately it does look kind of bare on the front and the back. I think another set of stickers here maybe would have added a little bit more detailing to it. And it does not actually even have a license plate, but I think maybe because the bodega has so many stickers, they didn't want to put too many in this set, as it would get a little bit ridiculous. And at top we get a really nice but simple siren build, and we can also remove the roof like this, then place our Officer Jefferson minifigure inside of it. And it does also roll really well. So overall, it is a nice build. I just wish it was slightly more detailed. But now let's take a look at the main build, which is the bodega. I wasn't too sure how I thought about it in pictures. I thought it looked kind of small. But actually building it, it was a really fun build, and I think it looks a lot better than I thought it would. Now, unfortunately, though, there is a lot of stickers, as every single one of these is all stickers. And this might be some of my worst sticker placement of all time. I definitely didn't do a good job on this. So if you're not a big fan of stickers, then this set might not be for you. But once it's all done, it does look really good from the front. And then we do also get an ice machine at the front here that we can actually open up. And then it has a little bit of ice in there. And then we do have a deli sign over here with some more stickers and a grocery sign. Then we do also get a front door, which you can open. So it does look really good from the outside. And I think the stickers really do add to the build, but unfortunately there is a lot of them. The set does also have a few display options from the front as well. You can stick this massive web on the side and use it to capture the spot. There's also a peg here where you can place Miles or Gwen, and they can just fit in like so. So it's great to get a few different display options. Now the biggest issue is definitely the size of it, as it is incredibly cramped and only on this single small base plate. Which is a real shame, because if they extended it by one more of these, I think the build would have been perfect. But then taking a look inside, we get a few more stickers like the ones on the wall here, as well as the ATM machine, which Spot is trying to steal. Then we also get the cash register. Then we get some shelves with some items on it, which were really fun builds. Then at the top, we get two pegs which you can put on minifigures on and have Spot and Miles fighting, which once again adds some more display options to the set. Then finally, we have pretty much the only play feature of this set. We can actually pop out the ATM machine by just pushing on the ice cooler on the front. So as far as play features go, this is pretty lackluster. So a very simple interior, but I do quite like it. I like all the builds inside, like the shelves, the ATM machine, as well as the cash register. But as I said, I just think it would be so much better if this was just extended by one of these base plates. And we got a few more shopping shelves inside there. But one really cool thing about this set is that we can actually see the pegs here. You can actually connect this to the new Oscorp tower coming out soon, as well as I believe Peter Parker's apartment can actually go on top of this. So it's really cool how soon we're about to create our own mini New York. I just wish these sets weren't so expensive. And that is it for Miles Morales vs. Spot, our first ever Across the Spider-Verse set. And for the most part, I really like this set. I think all four minifigures are really good, and Spot himself is amazing. I'm really great to see in Lego form. And I do like both builds. The police car is very simple, but I still think it looks nice and is a decent inclusion. Just wish it had a little more detailing to it. And the actual bodega itself, I do really like. I think it looks great from the outside, although just a little bit too many stickers. And it has a nice interior, but it's just too cramped. I think it should have extended by one more of these base plates, and it would have been a much better build. So considering how cramped the build is, and for 375 pieces, I do think it's a little bit expensive getting it full price. but as the set is 6 months old, it's pretty much always on sale. So if you're a big fan of Marvel Spider-Man, and especially the Spider-Verse films, you can get this on a discount. I would recommend this set. So that is it for the video. Let me know what you think of this set. Have you bought it already? Or were you like me and waiting for a big discount? As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you all next time. Bye bye.